It's time. You know what day it is. It's Noche time. It's Noche. You've been waiting for this for the longest time. So, I had to put my 2 cents into this and give my predictions, fight predictions. So, I'm going to just probably do the main card. So, maybe just a few fights that I'm looking forward to watching. So, let's start off with Ronaldo and O'Day fight. Yo, that those two definitely sold the fight to me during the press conference, and I'm excited to see that fight. I'm excited to see that fight. Um, in that fight, I'm going with O'Day. O'Day gonna have to shut that hype down. I think that other guy, Ronaldo, he's a good fighter, but I don't know. I think O'Day gonna edge this one out. He's gonna shut down that hype. It's like just reminds me of someone that trash talk gone bad. That's gonna be one of the videos you're gonna see with O'Day and Ronaldo. And let's see, the next fight I want to talk about is Brian Ortega and Diego Lopez. Ooh, this fight right here. This fight right here. It depends on which brand shows up tonight, but I I'm going with Diego just because of the fact that Diego is just the more hungrier lion. Like these two are both lions. It's just that I think that Brian's head may not be there. He's just got a lot to prove to me ever since he's just getting back into the octagon. Um, yeah, maybe he has a if T City shows up, then it's gonna be a good fight. But if that Brian doesn't show up, it's gonna be a quick night for Diego Lopez. I think his Diego Lopez is a fast starter, and Brian is not. He tends to. He's not a slow. He's a slow starter actually when you see him fight. So yeah, Diego Lopez for the win. Next, all right. So here we got the co-main event. The co-main event: Valentina versus Grasso. Okay, the only thing I gotta say is that their Valentina's biggest negative against her right now is the fact that her successes, it's the fact that when you're in the spotlight for so long and people are going to figure you out, right? And as you age, you're not that same fighter as before. So out of these two, generally speaking, I do think Valentina is the better fighter, but it's just the fact that there are times where there are fighters that just have your number. They figure out your rhythm. Their coaches figure out just how to use their advantage, their tools against yours. To execute a good game plan. Like I feel that, like how like when you're focused on something for so long, like and you just eventually you just right when you're given the opportunity, it's like nothing can stop you from completing it. That's how I feel how Grasso is with Valentina. Like Grasso's been watching Valentina since her come up, since she was coming since Grasso first started. So that was like her goal to fight her. Like eventually like time will pass and you figure out you reach to the stage where your idol becomes your rival. And that's where I feel this situation is that Valentina's already like the game plan is already there to beat her already. And it's just because of the fighter that Valentina is, and never, like she'll never want to even she would never duck a fight. That's one thing. She's just the fact that she knows she has that fighter mentality, like you can't beat me, you can't beat me. But as you get to a certain point in your career, you're gonna have people figuring you out. Like John Jones is on his way out soon, like, you know. So some of the greats just gotta just bow out after this, and that's why I feel after this fight, I'm picking Grasso to win this fight. But with Valentina, we just got to see what she's gonna plan to do after this. You know, like if this will be probably a more, if she, when she loses this fight, not if, but when she loses this fight, it'll probably be more devastating to her than any of her other losses. You know, just the fact that you can see how focused Valentina is here, and if you break this girl right now, I don't know where her career is gonna go after this. So Grasso for the win. Next, we have Rob versus Sean. Okay, straight up, like I just feel Marab is talking a good game, and I hope this night is not that type of fight where you're gonna have all these memes of when trash talking goes bad, you know, because I feel this is exactly the direction this is going right now. I feel Marab is just doing too much. He's like giving me that like Colby Covington feeling of promo, you know, and I think that's basically he's spending more time advertising the fight than actually, you know, just keeping it, just keeping it humble, you know, not even just humble. I know he's just trying to sell the fight, but it's like, yo, bro, like you shouldn't be doing this much if you're gonna end up getting knocked out. Like I feel Sean is gonna knock this boy out. Like I feel you ever like every time I look at these two fighting, I think of the, like when you go to the, you know, when you go to those city fairs or whatever, and like you shoot, you like you have those guns that you shoot those ducks, like you're shooting ducks and stuff like that, like clay shooting and stuff like that, or shooting the targets. I just feel that's like the what's gonna go on in this fight. Sean's gonna snipe this dude. Like this, like Marab already been hit. He's been touched. It's this that he's just been fortunate enough that sometimes the left kept running it more, kept letting the fight go more than it should. You know, like he was lucky enough to have the fight where he was like passed out three or four. I think he like passed out a couple of times already, but his legs kept bicycling and it looked like he was still in it. So that's one save. And even the Moraes dropped this dude, even though he came up with the victory. Like when Moraes dropped him, like I don't know how the ref kept letting that go, you know. But Marab just kept, you know, moving. Like that's what it is. He's like, reminds me also his movement, like his tick is like Clay Guida, you know, like he's that construction dude, like ready to go. That's how I feel Marab is. But like when you have Sean is more like he pinpoints. He has similar to like pinpointing his punches. You know, like he can fight off the back where he's a sniper. So I feel like eventually he's gonna touch that chin and Marab ain't gonna come up. He ain't gonna get up. It's not even that he's gonna get up. It's that he's gonna touch that chin. He's gonna drop Marab and then he's gonna finish him on the ground. He's just gonna just pound him, ground and pound. Not even ground and pound. Just lay him out. And yeah, that's what I predicted. I predicted Sean gonna knock out Marab. Yes, sir. And like, I don't know. I just feel if Marab can prove, like that cardio can only go so much after, but when, you know, can only go so much. Like once the head is out, the lights are out. Like that cardio is just ain't doing nothing. You know. So those are my predictions for the fights tonight. It's gonna be a crazy night tonight, and yeah, leave your comments down below and let me know what you think, man. Like, let me know who you rooting for and who you think is gonna win. But yeah, other than that, see ya at Noche. Peace out.